the NEM VWAP functionality on the NEM data dashboard. VWAP is volume weighted average price. The concept is to work out what average price received in the spot market, different generators classified by fuel source and by region obtained. That gives you insight into how much of their production is occurring when prices are high or low. I'll demonstrate how to look at that information here. So start off by selecting a region. I've chosen New South Wales. I'm going to have a look at, for example, black coal in New South Wales compared to large-scale solar, small-scale solar, and wind. You can choose any of these, of course. And let's start off with a long time span from 2012 all the way through to the end of this year. At the time that I'm recording this, we're not yet at the end of 2023, but this allows you to go to the end of the data series, which is updated once daily at 5 a.m. I'll start off by looking at the annual results, and this spits out black coal, large-scale solar when it started to exist, small-scale solar and wind. Let me narrow this down to, let's say, 2018 to 2023. Again, look at annual resolution. Let's instead, because we've got a shorter time span, change to a quarterly view. And you can see how the volume-weighted average price across fuel sources changed. Things start to get quite interesting in 2022 when we had that price blowout. So let's narrow that down to 2022, up to the end or to the latest date, which is some point in the third quarter of 2023. Here we can see really quite a clear trend, that prices are sort of declining overall. But look at the gap between wind and coal, and wind, small-scale solar, and large-scale solar and black coal. Again, if we wanted to select a smaller time horizon, we can do that. And I could really narrow it down by looking in 2023. Let's just have a look in the first few months or the first 2 months of 2023, and start to have a look at the weekly variation in that period. And we can start to get a trend. Clicking on the individual data series will show you how they're varying, each of them. In this case, it's dominated by black coal, which rides over all of them. And so taking out perhaps black coal here would allow you then to see what's going on with the wind and solar. As with always, you can maximize a panel to get just the clear view of the chart, which you can then click on this to get a snapshot. Click on these to download the raw data as CSV. You can go all the way, of course, to 5 minute. The 5 minute volume weighted average price is, of course, just the price, because you're not waiting over a time period. You're going all the way down to the root data. If you wanted to just look at renewables, there's a shortcut key here. Click on that, and then load the data. 2012 to 2023 is outside of the span of the weekly resolution, so we'll need to go to a span where we can view such a long duration, and then saves you selecting each of the generators in turn. So that's it for VWAP.